Hello, survivors, and welcome to another episode of Will You Survive?
The podcast. Nice.
I'm joined by my two co-hosts. I have here Alex
That's me.
and TJ.
T-Jizzle, my nizzle.
T-Jizzle
Stop now.
of Nizzle. So,
Yo, put that in a movie. It's that Monty Python.
we're in a weird mood today, I'm feeling like. We watched the Purge election year, which, in my opinion, I feel like this is the last one to do for the podcast. But if you guys want to do the other two, then you guys are more than welcome to. But I'm not going to.
I think it's.
I just feel like this is it.
It's gonna be like Jeopardy, never coming back.
I feel like rules of threes,
The rule of threes.
and I'm like, I feel like this was a pretty good,
Capper.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Clearly
cap to the
there's
season.
anarchy. It heavily implies that that they overtake the government.
I
Yeah.
mean,
And there's
there's
Civil
literally
War,
a
but-
movie called The Forever Purge. So
Yeah.
Seems irrelevant.
But, I don't know if they should have. Like this could have capped it off. Like, okay, we're done. We did what we had to do. We
that's
elected the right person.
why they were going for like once they did this one, they're like, oh, let's do some like prequels and stuff. But like after that, they're like, fuck it, Forever Purge. But like the whole thing about the Purge is it's only one night.
Well, at the end of election year, it says that there was anarchy and riots in the street in defense of the the NFFA?
Yeah.
New
Like
Founding
in
Fathers
defense
for
of the
America.
Purge.
Well, they were the supporters of the
the
NFFA
Founding Fathers.
who were rioting because of the loss.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It gotta. I get it. It's politics. It's they draw from reality in ways.
This
but-
came out in 2016. You know what they were referencing.
Yeah, it started getting so overtly political that I'm like, okay, hang on.
So basically,
This is a fucking
Hillary
made-up world,
Clinton
guys.
is
Yeah.
the main character of this movie.
Yeah, that's like a little bit what I was feeling. Yeah, I was like, okay, the evil Republicans took over the government and enacted a purge. These gun-loving conservatives.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
same amount of death count as the Clintons too. Anyways,
A lot of people dying
Whoa,
around her mysteriously.
Whoa, this
You
is not a
cannot
political
prove
podcast.
anything about that.
Overthrow
Just
the government.
because people
Overthrow the
decide to commit arkancide doesn't mean anything.
Okay, I wanna beef about this again, and I'm gonna beef about this forever, and it just kind of is what it is. Who are we fooling? Who are we fooling by saying stuff like that? Unalive? Who is fooled? 6-year-olds
TikTok.
know what we're saying.
TikTok is fooled.
They know.
They leave us alone.
It is so ridiculous.
Overthrow the government. Overthrow the government. Overthrow the government.
Oh, great. Well, now that the president's watching, hello.
Hi, Mr. Trump. Can I have a small loan of $1 million like you did, so I can really step up my game? And by
I
step
would
up my game, I
love-
mean blow it on
Don't-
video games.
I don't know if I want to pay the taxes on $1 million.
I would love a grant
Yeah, what would
for
be
$1
the
million
taxes?
for this podcast.
Are grants taxable? Yes.
There's
I would
parts.
like a savings
Yeah.
bond of $1 million. I would like a money order of $1 million, please.
I would like cash. $1 million.
Can I have $1 million in Zimbabwe money?
Oh, well, how do you have like an offshore account? How does that even work?
Yeah, how does that work?
What is that?
Today we're
This is
learning how
important
to,
to the Purge.
go untaxed from the
Because on
government.
Purge night, I'm going to do this.
If I
you
had
set up a whole fucking bank
offshore
account
account?
on Purge night.
Yeah, if I had an offshore account, I wouldn't be sitting here doing a podcast.
No, that's what I'm saying. How does
Just-
that stuff even work?
You send it to your cousin
Like, what is
Enrique in
that?
Zimbabwe.
You have a lot of money, and you talk to the right people and say, "How do I shield this from taxes?" And they say, "So, what we're gonna do isn't strictly legal. It's not illegal, as long as you don't get caught."
Well, I think you could say that about any illegal activity.
So, like, For instance, here's an interesting little conundrum. You know that filing your taxes is mandatory. You must file your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't file your taxes, you have committed a crime.
Yes.
But you cannot pay. Don't have the money. Let me set up a payment plan. And they'll say, sure, because we're going to tack on interest and penalties for making those payments.
Hey, guys, big thing. The Purge election years, the movie we watched this week. It was such a great movie. Wow, it was the Purge.
Okay, I guess we can actually talk about the movie.
Okay.
But so main character guy is back.
Yep.
That guy was cool. For like the first 5 minutes of the movie, I was like, "Is that actually him?" It is.
It's him.
Leo
It's him.
Barnes.
Yeah.
Frank Grillo.
Pretty sick.
Grillo,
I
yeah.
knew
Grillo.
immediately.
Is he Hispanic? Do you
I
think?
said
Is it
Grillo.
Grillo? Grillo. That's what I thought. He looked like a white dude.
He looks like one of those like very tanned. Like if Eric was
He
outside
has
for
like
a little
an
longer.
Italian look. I'm
I feel-
outside all the time.
No, a
Yeah,
little longer.
You
than,
actually are pretty tan.
You should see
You
my
actually
tan
are
line.
pretty tan, dude.
You should see my tan line. It is insane.
Yeah.
When my shirt is off, it is.
Because I have always been
Insane.
significantly darker than you, and you are catching up.
Like-
damn.
Right here, you could definitely, from my neck to my,
Yeah.
you could tell
So,
pasty on my chest.
second character, Senator Charlie Roan.
Yeah,
Hillary Clinton.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
Me
in
neither.
the
I
slightest bit.
am a fan because she's hot.
Nope.
Wait,
I
why
would-
not a fan?
I
Wait,
would
for real
smash.
though.
All of the things, like in principle, she was right. But once again, you have to ignore the fact that all of this is actually happening. Let me say it this way. She was an idealist in a real world, and that doesn't work.
Yes, I do.
You
But
know what else
What
doesn't
do you
work?
mean?
A fucking independent candidate. When have we ever gotten one of those? Never.
Was she an
bitch.
independent candidate?
She was an independent.
Oh yeah, that doesn't.
That
ever
that
happen.
that is the like you got to suspend your disbelief for that more than the actual Purge.
Okay, but
Yeah, that's
keep,
true.
keep in mind though that I do think that with a day where murder is legal and everyone is in the streets trying to kill each other, and this is happening yearly, I think after it was 18 years or longer.
Mm-hmm.
I think after that, I think the country is hurt, and
Ooh.
I think definitely extremely divided to a point where I could see that being a lot more likely than in today's
Completely
One
agree.
thing I
climate.
wanted to bring up is right at the beginning of the movie. Spoiler, guys, you should go watch it. But
Old
No,
movie.
it's old enough. It's old enough.
old
It's not
enough.
within the 2-year time limit.
Yeah.
2 years, we got to give spoiler alerts. They've had plenty of time to go watch it.
true. Mrs. Hillary Pimpin, whatever her name, Chaperone, whatever the fuck her name is.
Charlie Roan.
Her
Chapel
family
Road.
is being held at like music point. Motherfuckers just sitting there listening to music. They're all beat up
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
couch,
wild.
tied up, right? And then
is
he's like,
horrifying.
"Let's play a game." What do you say? Mommy's favorite or some shit? I don't know. Had the mom pick who survived the night.
She clearly picked herself.
Well, no, because the Roan was the daughter, so the mom was
she
just
was one
like,
of the
"Yeah,
daughters.
save my daughter." Fuck you.
Oh my God! I'm
She
kind of
chose.
stupid. I'm kind of stupid.
You thought she was the mom?
Yeah,
That's. I mean, yeah. All. You know, I get it.
I was like, oh, she must have been a young mom, and like 18 years later, she
No.
decides to get into politics. She's like late 30 or like late or early 40s, but yeah, that doesn't really fit too well. But
But yeah, she picked. That's so fucked. Imagine the son's last thought.
yeah,
It's just like,
he's like,
damn.
are you fucking kidding me?
It's like, I'm pretty sure
betray
he
your
looked
firstborn?
older than her. Like, damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Youngest
that's-
really wins in this situation, I guess.
That kind of goes back to something we said in the very first Purge episode, where we said, or Alex, you were saying that you don't think society would function after the Purge. Like, how could you see your neighbor who kidnapped you and did that and not want to kill him?
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yep.
So I think it's a lot, like very plausible that an independent could win because I think a country so hurt and divided by this would be looking for any sort of change.
I wouldn't have voted for The Purge is Halloween for adults.
That was a crazy quote from like, what the heck?
Dude,
So I
was
get
so
it.
hype.
I get it that in this world, in this universe, everybody is, I would say the majority are, we've used this word a lot, so it doesn't mean as much, but the majority are desensitized
Yep.
to the purge, which I think,
Ironically, we've desensitized the word desensitized.
unironically. So in this universe, more people were willing to purge, right? So it seemed to get more
Especially
and more
after
people
18
were doing it.
years.
Well,
Especially, yeah.
but also no, because remember they said the whole reason the government trucks started was because people weren't purging enough. And the government kept saying year after year, oh, record high purge numbers. Even more people are purging, even more. And the anti-purge groups were saying, no, they're not. They're sending out government trucks. They're hiring people. Foreigners are coming
Yes.
to participate
I
in the
mentioned
purge.
that
So
in the-
these aren't record high purge numbers from Americans. We're just being slaughtered in the streets. And so that's what I think the argument is on both sides.
Well, that part makes sense. The thing that aggravated the hell out of me was in every we watched two others. In both other movies, they said level 4 weapons and above are banned. And
Did they say that this time?
I don't recall them saying it.
I think
But they also
probably
didn't
withdrew
say
that.
like, hey, it's okay. Use whatever you want. Because essentially, they're basically just saying all out war, fuckers.
Oh my god, the guillotine.
Yeah.
The guy has a freaking helicopter and a
Guillotine.
minigun, a Gatling gun attached to it.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
So really quick, the guillotine, as long as the blade is sharp, terrifying, horrifying way to die, not a painful way.
Okay,
as
but
long
like,
as the
hear
blade is
me
sharp.
out though. The painful part is watching your ass get drugged to it. Like you just get fucking
yeah,
jumped,
like
and
the
then you
fear.
look down this, and they had lighting on it. They're like, we want to see
Yeah,
it.
that was crazy. The cinematic, like
They're
that
dragging
is
you
crazy.
down a goddamn fucking.
But it was a
alleyway.
show. Remember, like it later when they escaped the house and they were running and they had to cross that saw blade that was going back and forth. Or
Pendulum.
That pendulum blade. And they were like, "Oh, you got away safely. All right, have a good night." Holy crap, that's dark.
That is
That's
very
kind of
dark.
like Borderlands type shit.
Shoot
So-
me in the face.
Yeah.
And the other thing that just made me absolutely irate was the senator struck me as self-righteous. And when politicians were made unimmune, and her dumbass is like, "No, I'm staying home." Like, bitch, seriously? You know they're coming after you.
Yeah, you
this
have
is
to.
not an issue of my moral standing is. No, you're not being moral, you're being dumb.
It would have definitely came
So,
after her anyways, though.
but here's the thing, like, so where is she gonna go otherwise?
Well, they had a safe house.
They had a safe house for her.
Gotcha. I don't know. Well, they had a traitor anyways.
Yeah, but I think
But-
when it came to the guy's plan, it was more like he was in control instead of
Yeah.
there's too many open spots on her house. It's
Yeah. Okay, that's
she
fair.
threw the whole
I
fucking
defi-
plan into like she threw it in the fucking trash.
chaos.
So
Right.
he had to
I
just
think
on his feet.
yeah, no, I agree with you. I think she was concerned about the vote, which is what she said. She was saying that if she goes into hiding, they'll see her as a coward and they won't vote for her. Which, I don't know, if you're anti-purge, it kind of makes sense that if the government suddenly says, hey, everybody's free game, that you would go into hiding because you're clearly being targeted. Like, I don't even think you have to be a government official to look at that and go, okay, that's so obviously all of a sudden on the election year when this person who's getting a lot of
1
votes,
point behind.
1 point behind in the polls, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden you're going to pull the rule that that those officials are immune. You're clearly targeting her.
Yep.
It's just blatant at that point. So I don't know.
Which I'm no better than any other purgers in the comfort of my own living room watching this movie. I'm no better than any other purgers because I flat out was saying, go after them. Why are you not? I was happy when those the militia were like, oh, we're gonna creep in under the church. We're gonna open up this tunnel. We already opened it up. We're gonna just creep in, and they're not gonna even know we're there. I'm like, yeah, get them. And she's like, no, that makes you no better than them. I was angry. I was like, are you freaking serious?
Yeah, because it's like they're not going to play fair, and they aren't. But it's kind of like I don't know. It's a little complex because it's like the Purge was enacted legally, so now it's like to go against it is to go against the quote unquote the will of the people,
Right.
So because it's just a straight up revolution, and at that point you got to understand that you are just a revolutionary force. You're going to kill some people. It's going to be brutal. It's war.
Especially because you know they're coming after you.
Yeah.
At that point, is it really assassination or is it self-defense?
There's people dying all around her, and she clearly feels horrible about that, but doesn't take she just doesn't have the balls to strike back.
Yeah.
And that's really what it comes down to, and that's why
it is war.
Yeah, you have to strike back. You can't just let them hit you and pull away, because what ended up happening is she won, but now there's riots in the street and there's anarchy.
Yep.
And I don't know.
At what cost?
Yeah.
It should have been the first movie, this movie, and then Anarchy. I feel like that would have worked better, like with titles wise, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
I feel like it's more of a setup for Anarchy.
Yeah, I think that's a little...
Did Anarchy take place after this one?
No.
Nope.
Before.
We watched them in chronological order. The next one is a prequel, and then the Forever Purge is after this. So
the first
I'm just going to
Purge.
talk shit.
Gotcha.
The Forever Purge is Congress overriding. The Forever Purge is the court overriding the president, telling the president she can't end the purge.
Yeah, that would be. What if it's just a really boring legal political legal movie, just all lawyers in courtrooms,
And that's why it did so
and
bad.
they don't even try to spice it up. It's just really boring litigation.
It's literally just people talking.
And then once
No,
again,
Your Honor, it's clear by the evidence here that the 34 counts. Never mind.
the part that also annoyed the hell out of me, I don't know if I'm alone on this, but those anarchist girls come pulling up in their light-covered car, blasting Miley Cyrus, and saying we're going to get our candy bar, and threatening the shop owner and the boy.
Are you gonna say just shoot her?
Why?
Yeah, just shoot her.
Why?
Yeah,
Why
literally.
are you...
Why did he shoot her ear?
Yeah.
No, you don't shoot at someone unless you're willing to shoot them. You better be shooting them.
The dumbest thing. Why do you let them come back for you?
No, yeah, I would right there.
Yeah,
I would
also-
have lit them all up.
Why would you not, like, yes, I get it. You're just a shop owner, you know? But invest in some, like, steel or something. Get some scrap. Like, make a fucking
Well, he did.
Purge Day shit, you know?
He did, though. He had... Remember, it took him chainsaws to get through.
Still, there's you could...
I
But
mean, they weren't
you could
chainsaws. I'm
stop
sorry.
that,
They
you
were...
know?
Buzzsaws.
They were like circular saws. They were freaking meant to go through that shit.
But at the same time, he thought he had purge insurance.
Right.
Which, so, okay, let's talk about that.
Kind of
No.
reminded me of...
No, there is no such thing as purge insurance in this world. There's 0% chance there is no profit to be made on that. It is only a loss, and it is horrible losses. No insurance company, I guarantee you, every single insurance company, if this was real, would say Purge Night is exempt from all policies.
Yep.
We will not cover a damn thing that happens on
Well,
Purge
yeah,
Night.
legally,
It's
they don't
all
gotta
legal.
do shit. It's fucking the Purge.
That's right.
All crime is
That's
legal.
right.
Yeah, it was all legal. So,
Oh
no,
my God, hold on.
there's no way Purge insurance is a thing. How?
No,
Run me
because
the numbers.
you could literally then
Burn
like,
your own shop
insurance
down.
fraud. Yeah, insurance fraud would be so rampant.
it would be legal.
And it happened
where
during the
we've
Purge.
asked that
Like, dog,
question.
So
my
it was
house
legal.
blew up. I need you to pay for it. The fuck?
Yeah, there's no such thing. Just
Yeah.
absolutely. That to me, that's the most frustrating part about the movie. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. You could have given me any other reason why he would have stayed, and that's fine. That's fine by me. But that one is a bad reason.
So you make fun of it, but you actually wanted to see the legal drama series of The Purge of lawyer going after insurance adjuster.
I actually-
Line item 34C states that you must cover all incidents under the Purge when enacted.
The way that I would watch a full Netflix limited series about
That
the
would be
legal
so-
implications of
Oh my
insurance fraud
God!
in the
And
Purge.
then they make it like a mockumentary, you know?
Yeah, that would be so. I would totally watch that. Just a full legal drama, like a full limited series legal drama
Like they
about
have
the
it-
implications of insurance fraud during
They
the
have
Purge.
Purge.
it so it's like it's a mockumentary on like if it was real type beat, you know, like they treat it as if it's real and like
Absolutely, yeah. Like The Office, yeah.
yeah,
Okay, I'm
and
doing it.
yeah, dude, that'd be sick. We
That'd be
gotta
very funny.
copyright.
I'm
that.
making one.
Can I really derail us to something that is not The Purge at all? And
Okay.
it's just because it's on my screen and I want to explain.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
It's just what's on my screen is a woman in like a kind of old outfit, and her eyes are closed and she's like mid saying something. It's from the show Black Sails. It's a pirate show. Love this show so far. I'm only
When I
like
was
3
a
episodes
kid,
in, but
I
it's
really did
good.
not fuck with pirates. When like the whole Pirates of the Caribbean thing was happening, I was just like, ew.
What?
It's just
Love
fucking
pirates.
gross white people. And then like
Hate pirates,
I ended
love
up
pirates.
watching it all in 2020, and now I really like Pirates of the Caribbean, and I'm kind of pissed what they did.
Oh,
to Johnny
yeah.
Depp.
Pirates are so fascinating to me in a somewhat similar way to Vikings because they're kind of pretty much the same thing. But pirates are very interesting to me. But when people present like, "Oh, would you ever have wanted to been a pirate?" No,
Yeah.
absolutely
Fuck
not.
no.
That's-
Have you ever heard the term outlaw?
Yeah,
You know what it actually means?
maybe not. What you're
Outside
about
of the protection of the law, which means if you're an outlaw and you come into my
gonna just
area,
hang you.
I can do whatever I want and the law can't do anything to me because you were outside of the protection of the law. Now,
You know, there's
all
a
of
whole
the piracy comes under, and this is a big conspiracy theory, that's why I'm bringing it up. Conspiracy theory states that the Knights Templar were betrayed by King Philip of France and Pope Clement V. The rumor has it, the conspiracy theory is that many Knights Templar had fled. A lot of them were very well trained, not only in swordsmanship, but also in sailing. So you're outside of the law. What were pirates commonly referred to? Outlaws. And they were excellent swordsmen. I wonder if the Knights Templar were the pirates.
So that's what Assassin's Creed Black Flag says.
That's what I know, and I love that game.
Black Flag is honestly one of my favorite games. So the only reason I haven't re-downloaded Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which I have been considering doing, is because I've been watching this show, Black Sails, and it's kind of giving me my pirate fix. But TJ, hear me out on this. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but pirates. Thoughts?
yes.
I would play the crap out of that game.
Also, there's a
So
whole
King-
anime about pirates. It's called One Piece.
Yeah, not
if you
the same.
do, if
There's
you
an
do,
anime for everything, Eric.
If you
Kingdom.
do Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I'll play that. I'll play the hell out of that.
The problem is that it like a lot of the great games that in the
also play
past,
it.
it's starting to show its age.
Graphics?
Yeah, both graphics and some gameplay. It's still a great game.
Black
I
Flag
think it's very
still
fun.
holds up like way better than the older ones do. Like,
yeah, I
I
think-
played all of the Ezio collection. You know,
Yeah, but those are really old. But
Did you ever follow the guys who did the Assassin's Creed jump?
Oh yeah, I did.
Was
I saw
that amazing or
yeah,
what?
he did way higher
Several
than I
low.
ever would have done.
Several low, and then he built up, and then went for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you need a lot
he
of
did a
hay.
genuine one, and it was pretty fucking cool.
That's awesome.
It makes me want to try it, but I don't have that kind of athleticism.
you only.
So
need
there
to
was
be
a
able to
little,
do front flip a little bit.
There was a little plug for Will You Survive Gaming right there.
Well, yeah, if I ever played that game on that channel, but
I
I
wouldn't.
I could record myself playing it, but
I love that. So Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, let me give you a little background on that, is basically like a somewhat realistic medieval RPG. So you play as a knight who is like the I guess like security guard. You're the escort for a prince. And then you guys end up getting separated. He storms off because he did something stupid and you kind of scold him. He storms off, and then you're kind of left on your own in this random village, and you got to figure out how to get back to him, and because that's your job. So it's like this kind of medieval, somewhat realistic survival RPG, and I think that, but pirates would be so fun. The sword fights and gunplay would be fun. So, any investors out there, I don't want to do it, but any investors or game developers out there, I'm looking for something like that.
I don't trust game developers. With
Not
anything.
like Sea of Thieves. Not like Sea of Thieves. No, I
Hey.
mean, literally like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but pirates. It'd be great.
Gamers, stop pre-ordering shit. It's
Yes,
not
please.
helping.
You just encourage them.
And then all these goddamn companies coming out with betas. Please stop. Release a whole full done game.
I'm okay with betas. What I don't like is like the
If it's a AAA game, they should not have a fucking beta. It should not have an open beta. You can have a closed beta if you want.
Yeah,
Open beta,
I agree.
no. I need
agree.
Indie games, fine. Go ahead, because they're working with small teams of one even, you know? So yeah, sure, do a beta. But fucking Battlefield? Why does Battlefield have a beta?
Yeah, well, Battlefield has a bad history of awful launches.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely gets better every time.
Why? That sucks because like they
Every
have some
time.
of the best trailers ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they put all their money into that, and then
Yeah.
they're like, we'll just release the bare bones that we have that is clunky as shit.
And let our game players complain to us about
yeah,
what
and
needs to
then
be
we'll
fixed.
just fix it as we go. And then a year later, it's in a playable state, and you're like,
when
But then
they've
the
come
hype
out
is
with
dead.
3 more.
yeah.
No, but I agree with TJ on that.
They need to just take their time and make a freaking good game. Stop like that's what Baldur's Gate. It's unfortunate because it took them like an absurd amount of years to make that game, which I'm not judging them at all. I can't make a game, but compared to a AAA studio who makes a game like every year, it took them like over a decade, I think, to make this game. But it's a masterpiece of a game. It's incredible.
Yeah, when
And
there's like thoughtful people working behind a game, then they actually
Right.
do
yeah.
great with it.
It put all the AAA studios to shame, and there was so much hate from them onto Baldur's Gate 3. Like a lot of the AAA studios were talking crap, and all the gamers were like, "No, you're wrong.
Well,
This
Even-
is just
you know,
a great game. You're just
even
upset
I was
that
like,
you
yo,
suck."
what the fuck
Yeah.
is a Baldur's Gate, dude? And then I played it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is fucking great.
Because Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were not this at all. Baldur's
No.
Gate 3 is crazy. Very fun game, but I'd play a Purge game.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be like a story
how that-
game.
I don't know how it would work. I feel like story games it'd probably be better.
It's just a battle royale.
Yeah, battle royale. Yeah, they could work.
It's just
as
a
that,
really
or
gruesome.
It could be a story game leading up to the purge. Like it takes
Why not
5
both?
days, to get up to that. Oh my god,
Oh.
a story game that leads into a battle royale would be crazy.
Kind of like what was it? World at War, the Call of Duty when it leads into the zombies once you beat the campaign.
Yeah, but like you play out, it's all single player up until purge night, right? And then it fucking connects to the internet, drops you in. That'd be crazy.
Wait, but I have a question. Which one would you rather face? No, which one would you least want to have to face in reality? A clicker or a volatile?
As soon as I hear a clicker, I'm killing myself. Volatile,
Well-
I'll just hide.
Oh man, that's really tough. I don't know.
Actually,
Because I think a
volatiles
volatile.
run, and I'm not running.
Yeah. Well,
So I
here's
feel
the
like a
yeah.
clicker-
Wait, but doesn't the clicker run?
The clicker will run too, but
they
like the clicker
shamble.
is all about you just being quiet. The volatile, I don't know, man. Because I was thinking that I was like, well, you can outrun a volatile. I've done it in Dying Light, but at the same time,
You slow
I
him down
can't
with
do-
the UV light.
I can't do half the
You
fucking
can't
parkour
springboard off of a
that he's
goddamn Honda
doing.
Civic up to a fucking second-story balcony.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I can't jump off a 5-story building and land on a Honda Civic and walk away from that. So maybe I can't take on a volatile. I think
So
both
between
I'm
those
screwed.
two, clicker. But if it's
Yeah,
like,
I think clicker because
if
I can
it's
be
any
quiet.
other zombie versus,
But if
clicker,
it's
I'm-
just that, but if it's like a clicker and a bunch of zombies in there, then no, because I can't be quiet at that
Right.
point. But if it's just a clicker and just a volatile, definitely the
clickers
clicker.
are kind of like slower death angels.
But I'm curious about that because while they are very much attracted to sound, if you were to take a frag grenade and throw it in where they are, would they go and inspect it?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So I don't actually
Would it hurt
know.
them just to hear it?
Would it?
I feel like
I
they
would
do go
expect it
towards
would.
the sound, but I know they go towards like Molotovs and just walk straight into the fire. But you're also blasting like shotguns and stuff around it, and it's not like it's hurting its ears. So
So here's kind of another thing though, like as somebody who works with audio pretty often. I'm pretty in tune with like where audio or where sound waves are bouncing off. And I always find it interesting when I'm hearing something from a different direction than where it's actually coming from. And I always try to like analyze how the sound waves are moving and what's causing that effect. How accurately could the clickers determine exactly where that gunshot is coming from? Let's say if you're in somewhere that's like, kind of short range echoey, think like a tunnel. How accurately could the clicker
Usually,
determine where that sound is coming from when the sound is bouncing off of everywhere?
Yeah.
They don't go like,
Would that not
towards
disorient
it.
them?
They like go towards where they think it is, and then they stop, listen, and if they don't hear anything, they fuck off. But if they, but it would, if it was like in an echoey room, I feel like that would throw them off.
Would that disorient them, do you think?
I don't think so. I don't know what their weaknesses are, if that would hurt them. But I did have
shiv
A
for
shank.
the neck.
Yeah.
I did have a point regarding the Purge election year. You mentioned just unloading a shotgun. Did anybody else find it unreasonable for that many people to be carrying that many rounds at all times? I mean, you consider how much ammunition weighs, how much magazines weigh, and these people are like loaded for the whole entire night.
Well, if you get the leadless
Yeah.
bullets,
Leadless bullets, aluminum.
I didn't even once consider that because
it's a
movie logic. I
Like,
never paid attention to when they were reloading, how much they were shooting, how much ammo they
This
should have been
isn't-
carrying
this
on
isn't
them.
John Wick.
Nothing like that.
And even
Nerdy's
John
with
Wick
me.
has issues because there's like that.
I agree
scene
with
in
you.
Number 2, where they're walking through a crowded area and they're shooting silenced.
Oh, I
pistols
remember
at
that,
each
yeah.
other. And
Yeah, where
that's
John Wick's
not
up
what they
top.
sound like, but
Right.
Yeah,
you
it
gotta
was like,
suspend your disbelief a little bit.
And you're like, no, you would know someone was shooting 2 feet from you,
Yeah.
even with a suppressor. It's a suppressor, not a silencer.
It was, and that's what they always call it. All it really does is eliminate the blast.
The muzzle flash.
That's it. That's really all it does.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll make it harder to identify from distance, but not 2 feet away from you.
Yeah. Nerdy's with me. He says it was like everyone had 30K rounds. That's something in every action movie. You're absolutely right, TJ. You have to suspend your disbelief. And overall, I got to say, I enjoyed this movie. I didn't like the Senator's idealism in a real unkind world.
I agree.
I thought that they went a little too far with Leo's antagonism of her. Like he was like the opposite, but there were some points that he made that were 100%, right?
Yeah.
They're after you. Someone is after you. You need to follow me. This is my show now. He was like, look, if I don't agree with what I see, I'm going to speak up. It's like, oh my God, are you for real? Are you trying to stay alive, or are you like actively trying to get yourself
He got shot in the exact same spot,
Yeah.
and stabbed?
and he got stabbed. That was a cool little choreographed fight. I like that between him and the very obviously Nazi bad guy.
But what I didn't like about the Nazi bad guy was they already got paid. Why? He said that exact point. We got paid to bring her, not to gift wrap her. Let's go. We're gone. Why was he still there?
I didn't even think about that.
I thought it was like they were mercenaries to go and
For
bring
gits
her
and
back,
shiggles.
and that's all.
Yeah, for that.
For what?
Gets in shiggles.
Oh, okay. All right. I could buy that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on that night, right? Like, especially if you're a mercenary.
Yeah, I think it's like, getting the scraps of. Yeah, never mind. It was a bad joke.
Oh, okay. But I mean, I kind of want to ask, Nerdy, would this be something you would even want to do? It's legal. Go and just blast. Is that even appealing?
Imagine the amount of PTSD.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Like, that's what I mean. Like,
you
18
pop a
years after
balloon
this.
in the Purge universe, and literally a whole block just starts tweaking.
Yeah, that's kind of
It's true.
what I was saying. Like 18 years, a country going through this would be so broken and destroyed.
Now, real life, pretty much the same. Yeah, go to a mall, pop a balloon, people freak out.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
I
got
do
too. This
think-
got too real. Yeah,
I don't know.
fucking
I don't know. I can't.
Maybe.
I can't really argue.
But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of random loud sounds that people tend to ignore
I would believe that there would be a lot of cases where people would lose their minds. You would just, especially if you got one person to start screaming, and then other people are going to like. I've seen it done on horrible pranks where people just start running and other people will start following. And it's like,
especially black people.
Okay,
dude.
We don't play with
would
that.
you?
Would I?
Yeah.
No.
If I seen somebody
I
running,
don't know.
I would run.
Yeah, I don't
not
know
asking
if
questions.
somebody was sprinting away and it really looked like they're running for their life. I don't know if I'm waiting to see what it is. If I'm like, maybe I look like an idiot running away, but on the off chance that a fucking mountain lion comes around the corner, I'm not going to be the guy who's like, "What's he running from?" No, I'm just gonna take
would
your
get
word
Gang,
for
we
it.
have to investigate.
I wouldn't recommend not. Okay, so I'm not telling you that I wouldn't end up running, but if I just see someone running, I'm really going to want to know, what are they running from? Do they know what they're running from? Are they running toward the danger unknowingly? Why are they running? Did I hear something right now? It's at that moment that you need to collect your wits and be smart about your next move. Instead of just bolting, especially like we're talking about the mall. If I were to hear a loud noise and I didn't know where it was coming from, that's very likely, right? It would be very echoey in a mall. And I just saw people running. I don't think I would necessarily follow the crowd. My first reaction would probably be, because I have kids, young kids, move into a store and block, right? Barricade and get to the back.
I'm running
instead
straight
of
to
trying to
Spencer's.
outrun.
Right in the back. They got some heavy weapons back there.
Big heavy weapons.
Big heavy weapons.
I have not been in a Spencer's in so long. I don't know what you could possibly be talking about.
We're talking about dildos.
Big ass dildos.
Oh my Lord.
And
huge
bongs.
veiny dildos.
And some penis pumps too.
Nerdy. Okay. This guy, you know what? I'm
You
flabbergasted at
You
your
ever
response.
pump your penis?
Those
I-
are in malls.
I
on a
asked
warm
Nerdy
summer's
if he
day?
wanted to participate in the Purge, right? If he would ever want to do that. And his answer is the most fucking wholesome thing. For us in the military, I swore to protect my country from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Man,
Nerd.
I love you. That's awesome.
So he's a part of the resistance.
That is awesome. That's a great answer, but you know what I was after some ammunition here.
Also,
MSD's
that
nuts.
would be crazy to say that. That would be insane to release
joking,
all
nerdy.
the restrictions. Actually, even the original restrictions of like level 10, whatever that means. Level 10
Weapons?
level 10 officials are immune.
I'm guessing it meant like
That means the whole military is allowed to purge with military weapons and military gear.
Oh my
Who's to
God.
stop a B-2 bomber from just bombing a
who's
city?
to stop me and like a couple thousand people breaking into where they control the UAVs?
So, but that's what I mean. You're supposed to, the weaponry was supposed to be limited.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Supposed to be, right? So like, but who's enforcing these rules?
Yeah.
Is the military on guard and they're like, look, you guys are going to maintain so nobody can get into a nuclear site and
I think we said
launch.
this in the last episode, but I definitely think as the years go on, it would get less and less controlled, as
Okay.
opposed to what you would hope that it would get more and more controlled.
Well, Nerdy answered my question more realistically. He would use you as a shield.
What the?
And you would get
Nerdy?
fucking 80 rounds
Nerdy?
into his fucking chest because Eric, there's not a lot of meat there.
There's
Use me as
nothing
a
on
shield.
Eric that's going to stop. Use TJ.
Minus 3 points to Nerdy Vet. What the fuck?
Damn,
You shoot
Nerdy, you
Eric,
just lost
it's
3
gonna
points.
fucking
Holmes.
fragment the bullets, and you're gonna get shot more.
My bones are gonna fragment you.
Me, you could use me as a shield, and
my
I'll probably still be
God.
alive after the end of it.
The doctor's like, it would have been a clean through and through, but now you got bone shards all in you.
You got bone shards in you.
I can't go
Damn.
to war. I have bone shards.
I can't go to war. I have flat feet.
They're,
But
they're
I
taking
do-
anybody now.
I do kind of like the ending when they got into the church. Probably my favorite
That's
part of that
insane.
was the cheesy part, and I bet you guys both thought it was cheesy too. Where they're hiding from the guards who came running back in to blast them. They're like, "Get down!" They duck down. Right? You hear all this shooting, and all of a sudden you hear, "Where you all at?" I was like, what you doing up there? I like that.
You know what I thought was more cheesy?
What?
The way the security guards came out. How they all filed in from the sides. I'm like, what is this, a video game?
It was
stormtroopers.
That was a respawn wave right there is what that was.
It was great.
I know AI spawns when I see him. What the fuck was that?
But, you know, all in all, I enjoyed this. I thought that Leo was probably my favorite character other than, well, I don't know. I guess maybe Joe is my runner-up.
He got shot in the same spot again.
Joe?
No.
Oh, Leo? Yeah. Joe was my runner-up.
Who was Joe?
Dixon, right? The shop owner, the deli owner.
Oh, yeah.
Am I not saying his name right?
No, I liked his and Leo's banter back and forth.
I like the old guy at the start. He's like, I'm just thinking of waffles and pussy.
Yeah.
I always think about really.
That guy was so real. He's so real for that.
I like Frank Grillo's character. I think he's a good little main character to bring in from the last movie.
Yeah.
I really do think he would make a great fucking Punisher, dude.
I dug the Crip whistle. I thought that was good.
Yeah, that was great.
So, funny thing about the Crip whistle, I've seen this movie on FX late at night on Grandma and Grandpa's TV because this is one of those movies that plays on cable. And I specifically remember that scene because I remember turning this movie on at that scene and being so confused what was happening. Especially when they were like, I recognize it. I recognize that it's a Crip whistle. And I was way too young at the time when I watched this movie. So I'm like, I don't know what is happening or what that is, but okay. That was interesting. And then them hunting down the mercenaries.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
I don't know that there's anything... I don't think there's any such thing as a tracing bullet
or tracing round.
There are tracers, but it's like they basically
no, that's
like
a magnesium flare. It's not something that you're going to track the target that you've shot.
Yeah, no, not like tracker bullets, but like tracers are a thing where it lights up.
As I understand it, the round gets too destroyed, and you can't.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to survive that.
I mean, the impact alone would likely destroy... Like, the impact of the firing pin and it shooting out would likely destroy any electronics.
Anything that you have
on
in it. That's just nonsense.
Yeah.
But that was the other thing.
That's movie magic.
All of these capabilities that these people have, how do more people not have those capabilities? Hacking is legal. You can hack into the systems and get all the...
You know what else?
The city stuff. Me personally, if I was a hacker, I'd hack in and I'd plant a whole bunch of viruses and worms so everybody who hacks in gets infected and all of their shit goes dark. Or I'd make all of the cameras go dark. Then the city's screwed after that.
What'd you say?
I said, you know what else is legal in the Purge? Dragon's breath bullets. I would go fucking sicko mode with a shotgun with some fucking dragon's breath.
That is horrifying.
Just shooting
I think I would. I genuinely
thermite.
think I would just defend myself and the apartment.
Yeah, with some dragon's breath. They'll fucking shit themselves. They're like, "What the fuck is this guy got?"
Yeah,
I think so. I think you know, biggest risks you have are they just set your building ablaze.
So that was one thing when they locked themselves in the apartment. That wasn't this movie. That was last movie.
Yeah.
But when they locked themselves in the apartment, that was the first thing I thought because of that scene from the intro of the first movie of the firefighter setting the house or the building on fire. It made me think that like you're locking yourself in, which theoretically sounds good, but what if someone just wants to commit arson and kill everybody inside?
That's why I have.
But I guess that's just the risk you take.
Yep.
As soon as somebody comes to my house, Alexa, it's game time. Lights go out, fucking sprinklers go on, dragon's breath. Only thing getting burnt is your insides, buddy.
That is horrifying.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the jungle. Fucking playing in the background. Like,
so Nerdy has a good idea for a game that we could play one of our next episodes here, which is Purge Night. It's Purge Night. You have $10,000. What do you get to survive?
Oh man. Okay, kind of.
We don't have to come up with it now. We can. We can do that as an episode.
But talking about that, the like little street vendors trying to sell Glocks on the side and stuff like that. That can't be legal.
$10,000
before the Purge.
That can't be legal.
Right.
There's no way that's legal.
$10,000. I could get a shipping container for $1,500. Bury that bitch under my house. Have a little drop-in door, and I'll just chill. And I still got
think I would.
9 left. I'm chilling.
I think I would go full defense, honestly, and just kind of hunker down. Try to make myself, like, kind of like the first movie, like, trying to just make yourself real and conspicuous. And thankfully, I don't think either of the kiddos here would let some random stranger in. So I think we're fine.
Yeah.
I'm from the hood. I was trained not to do that. Then Rent-A-Center comes in and takes all your shit.
Rent-A-Center.
Don't answer this door for nobody.
Rent to own.
No, I would never fucking do that shit, but my mom definitely did.
Well, those are my thoughts, fellas. That's what I have to say about election year.
Oh, I was going to say, overall, guys, what would you rate each of the Purge movies out of 5? And what is your favorite one out of the ones we've watched?
So I think the first one was a 5 because I think I'm also just thinking, like, on its own. When it came out, it was very original and very fun, and it was it was a craze that went around where everybody was talking about it because it was like, oh my god, all crime being legal for. At the time, I think everyone was saying 24 hours, but it's 12 hours. Yep. But just it was a really new concept. It was a fun, like, kind of thought experiment of like what would happen if that was the case. And anarchy. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I don't dislike anarchy in any way, but I think that's why it gets like a 3 out of 5. I don't dislike it by any means, but I don't think there's anything really all that special about it. I guess it kind of sets up like the whole that there was starting to be a revolution around it. And I thought that's kind of interesting. I could argue 4, but I think 3 or 4. And then election year, I think, is a solid 4.
In order, 5, 2, 4.
Wow. You guys are generous.
I love the first one. It's great.
I would actually I'm not as generous on the first one. I would say 4-2-4.
Valid.
2 for
anarchy. Yeah.
What did you guys
5,
like
2, 4
about?
is what I.
So first of all, the first one, I like the novelty of it. There were a couple of the obvious points that we talked about in the episode. Please go check out that episode, guys, that we have already released it by the time you're hearing this. When I analyzed that movie, there were just all of the points and problems that I brought up live. 2, what I really did not like about it was the writing.
Yeah.
I know you guys didn't necessarily agree with me, but I thought they could have done a much better job. I thought the actors did a far better job than the writers did. And they were given not a lot to work with.
I kind of felt that about this one too, but not
this one,
as much.
They got away with it. It was like a novelty at this point.
There was a lot of times where I don't know, specifically Joe, was that his name? Specifically, a lot of his dialogue was very, like, just too on the nail, you know? Mm-hmm. Where it's like, it's almost not believable. It's such like a cliche archetype of a person that it's kind of like unbelievable as a person.
I completely understand what you mean. He was having a conversation with somebody, but he wasn't delivering the lines like it was a conversation.
Yeah, it was.
He was monologuing the entire...
a little bit.
There were a couple of times he did really well, but yeah, I get your point.
I specifically about, like, I understand, like, the store was like his whole life and whatnot, but sometimes the way that he would just approach, I don't know if it was the actor or the writing, I don't know which one to blame there, or if it really doesn't even matter, but I don't know if we're really, like, picking it apart and being assholes.
I'm just going from vibes and storyline. I feel like it would have fit better if it was first one, then this one, and then like anarchy.
I would have been on board with that.
I feel like it would have been a better situation because I like the world building in this. You know, it adds a lot more than the last one did, and it kind of like shows more. So and I really like the premise of it. So that's why I give it's 5-2-4 for me.
So what I'm interested about, something they didn't even talk about, what were other election years like?
Yeah.
I got to imagine that election year would be a really, really politically charged time.
I would say it wasn't until it was.
But how could it not be from the very first election?
I
believe because they
paid off and shit.
Possibly. I believe that they had convinced the populace that everybody wanted this. everybody agreed it's good. Everybody likes this. This is overwhelmingly popular. And while people were not being affected, they were able to say, okay. But then as soon as those people who were just trying to mind their own business, hey, if you don't want to purge, you just stay in, don't go out. And then they start hiring mercenaries to come in and clear your building and, record high purge numbers. And just like you had mentioned, I think that probably started the, hey, wait a minute. I know people because they were doing a good job of eliminating them. But the ones who started surviving, lasted out the night, like Leo, that becomes a problem because then they're talking about their story. And it's unbelievable. No way. This is such an offshoot. There's no way that really happened. Then more people are telling their story and it sounds eerily similar. Holy shit, wait, is this real? Are they like forcing the purge numbers by hiring people to come into our buildings and our cities? And I think that would have started the uprising. So we probably joined in on 3 or 4 years into the anger.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a very interesting concept, and I'm glad they decided to cover like what an election year would be like in this universe. I think that's a very interesting concept. The other thing I thought that was very interesting and kind of the most horrifying part of the whole movie was the church and the mass, the sacrifice there.
Yeah.
What the hell? That is just... I mean, that's the most purely demonic thing.
How many people they had there?
Yeah, that's just... there's no way you could sit there, do that, and try to claim that you're the good guy. That is the most demonic thing.
No, I see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I'm joking. It's completely justified. I don't even know what you're talking about.
That was pretty brutal. That sickly looking priest, holy crap.
Yeah. But yeah.
That one scene, I do got to criticize that scene. That scene angered the hell out of me. You had 3 people holding guns, like holding them in their hands. They weren't slung. They weren't put away. They're ready for an attack. And that priest breaks in and he shoots 3 people before they get the drop on him.
They had their guns in their hands?
Yeah. That was the whole thing. Leo's leaving. He goes, "Oh, you got this?" He goes, I got this. And he has that rifle in his hand.
I completely ignored that.
I'm like, what? Come on, dude. How did you let this guy...
That priest is just super fast.
Okay.
Sam's here.
I guess.
In my chat.
Sam. But yeah, I do agree. I don't remember that because I think by that point I'd kind of just stopped looking at all the faults and was like, it is what it is. But yeah, that's kind of a big oversight.
TJ may not care about this statement, but Nerdy Vet asks, Oh. What if the purge is actually after the second coming?
What if Jesus came back, was like, damn.
It's like, oh, hell no.
Leaves, and then everybody starts tweaking out. Just like, damn it, we lost our chance. He was going to make it better, goddamn.
We should have given him more chocolate. Fuck.
The aliens.
We shouldn't have nailed him up on the wooden cross the first time.
Aliens visit Earth and they talk to Earthlings. Do you have any religions? Oh yeah, Christianity. And that sounds like the guy that we know. He comes back all the time, and we're still waiting for him. Well, how long's it been? 2,000 years. Wow, 2,000 years. What did you do the last time he came? What did you do? We gave him chocolate. Make sure you check us out on all of our socials. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook at Will You Survive the Podcast. Make sure you send us your emails to the boys at willyousurvivethepodcast.com. That's THEBOYS at willyousurvivethepodcast.com. You can also check out our YouTube page. It's just barely up and coming. Has a whole bunch of YouTube shorts you can go and check out. That'll be awesome. Make sure you like, comment, share all of our posts so that we can reach all of our audience. Help us out. Send these to your friends. And we'll try to keep making all of our excellent content that you can come through, look, like, and share and comment. Thank you all.
Thank you, Alex. All right, now, for the winner of this week's episode. Drum roll.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to slap my titties again.
It is Alex!
Hey!
Doesn't really matter.
I found
We're
myself
doing a fucking tier list next episode.
Well, it's up to Alex, because we could keep going. It's up to you. We could keep going. I don't mind doing it if you want to wait for me to win the next time. Doesn't matter. But I found myself agreeing with you more on the different topics in this episode.
You
So
saying you didn't agree with me, dude?
Nerdy
I didn't say
says,
I didn't agree with you. I just agree with him more.
Nerdy Vet says, me, I'm the winner. Nerdy, a win for me is a win for thee.
Nerdy, you're actually in last place. If you remember, you got -3
Oh,
points.
yeah, you did get -3 points. But don't worry. A vote for me is a vote for thee.
Well, Josh is in my chat. He just gave me 3 points.
No, he didn't.
Oh, well, I don't think he can give you that many points, can he?
No, he's not even in my chat. I was lying.
Wow. Actually, I think he can. He can give you, what is it, three
It's
regular
3
points?
episode points
or-
Yeah, or
one
one
season
season point.
But
Anybody
Eric didn't
know
write
where
down
we're at?
points.
Yeah, anyone know where we're at with the season points?
No.
I'm winning.
I don't think that's true. I feel
It
like
is.
I'm winning this season.
Quite
No,
possibly.
I'm
We're
winning
coming to
it.
the end, aren't we?
I checked.
Anyways.
I'm not.
we'll
I'm
have
gonna
to-
actually go back to all the. Hey, Josh, give me 3 points, please. I love you.
We'll have to, it won't help you. We'll have to
I'll go
run
back.
those numbers.
Can you give me
Yep.
a season point, please? Give me a season point, please, Josh. I love you so much. Give me a season
No,
point.
anyways, everybody,
Josh,
thank
give me a
you
season
for
point right
tuning
now.
in.
Hey,
Go
Josh.
follow the socials that
Josh,
Alex
right now,
said
just
earlier.
just type 1
Thank
if you give me
you.
a season point. Just type it right now. Type it right now.
And
Type it right now.
we'll
Go,
see
go,
if
go,
we're
go,
in the
go.
next season.
Go, 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 go,
by
go,
next
go, go.
episode. Anyways,
Technically,
until then,
Yep, got it.
stay alive.
Got it. Right last moment. Let's go. Shout out to Josh, our #1 fan official. That is a season point for me.